Hello everyone, welcome to Biological Sample Management module. This video we will cover selection of personal protective equipment or PPE, and by the end of this session you should be able to identify different types of PPE and their intended use, as well as explain in various work environments, especially in laboratory setting. Remember that PPE is not just a rule to follow, it is your last line defense when hazards cannot be fully eliminated. What is PPE? PPE stands for Personal Protective Equipment and refers to specialized clothing or equipment worn to protect workers from infectious agents, chemicals, physical hazards, and other workplace risks. It covers most of every part of the body: eyes, ears, head, hands, feet, respiratory systems, and the whole of our body. Each item creates a barrier between you and potential danger. The effectiveness of PPE depends entirely on correct selection and proper use. If you are wrongly select types of PPE, meaning that you yourself are vulnerable to the serious harm. That's why PPE only works if it is correctly selected, it is properly fitted, and it is used in the right way. This is a hierarchy of controls in which the most effective controls are at the top, which is elimination. And PPE is the last resort when hazards cannot be otherwise eliminated. When engineering controls and administrative measures cannot fully remove the risk, PPE becomes essential. Let's look at the main categories of PPE and their intended use. There are many types of category addresses with specific hazards and body areas which require protection. For example, we have head protection, hearing protection, hand protection, foot and leg protection, eye and face protection, respiratory protection, body protection, and also fall protection system. Hard hats protect against falling objects, bombs, and electrical hazards. There are three classes in this area. We have Class A that is used for general use, for example, protection against impact and penetration, limited voltage protection. Class B is for high voltage work, like electrical work, and which can protect up to 20,000 volts. And Class C is very lightweight with no electrical protection. We also have safety glasses, which can protect against flying debris, dust, and small particles, and safety goggles, which provide seal protection against chemical splashes, weapons, and fine particles. This is essential for laboratory and chemical handling work. And lastly, we have face shields, which offer full face protection from splashes, impacts, and intense heat. This is often used in conjunction with safety glasses for enhanced protection. For hearing protection, we have two types, which is earplugs that are inserted into ear canal and available in disposal form or reusable silicone varieties. And we also have earmuff, which cover the entire ear with cushion cups, offering higher noise reduction rates. Earplugs and earmuff reduce sound to safer levels and essential in areas above 85 decibels. The respiratory system requires protection from a diverse range of airborne hazards, including the dust, fumes, gases, vapors, and biological agents. We have four types of respiratory protections, which includes basic masks, which filter larger particles and droplets, suitable for low hazard environments and basic dust protection. And then we also have N95 respirators, which are able to filter at least 95% of airborne particles, which is essential for protection against fine dust, mist, and biological hazards. Full-face respirators is a combination of eye and respiratory protection with replaceable cartridge filters for chemicals, vapors, and gases. We also have safe content breathing apparatus for oxygen deficient or immediately dangerous environments. There are many types of glove material selection guide, like for example, when it's made up from latex, it is flexible, comfortable, good for biological protection, but may cause allergies. Nitride type of glove have chemical resistant properties, puncture resistant, latex-free alternative for chemical handling. And other types like leather, which is good for protection against abrasions, cuts, and sparks in Scottish construction and welding uses. Cut-resistant material is specialized fibers protect against sharp tools and materials. And lastly, we also have heat-resistant that are insulated materials shield against thermal hazards and molten substances. Body protection includes lab coats, chemical-resistant suits, fire-resistant clothing, high visibility vests, aprons, and full body suits. They can protect against chemicals, heat splashes, and visibility risks. Body protection extends beyond simple coverage and must be appropriate for the hazard, comfortable enough for extended wear, and compatible with other required PPE. Lastly, we also have foot and leg protection, like for example, steel toe caps, puncture resistant soles, electrical hazard protection, and chemical resistant materials.